There are vehicles that chase trends, and there are those that seem to ignore them entirely. But once in a generation, something emerges that doesn't just challenge convention, it makes it obsolete. The SEAT Lumen 2027 is that rare moment of clarity. A car that steps beyond the expectations of its badge, its segment, and its category, and instead asks, what if simplicity could be radical? From a distance, the Lumen doesn't shout. It glows. Clad in a finish called prism white, a hyperpigmented, nano-layered surface that refracts ambient light like powdered crystal, the car almost disappears in certain angles. It blends with daylight, bends with twilight, and catches starlight as if it were drawn into the bodywork itself. The lines are minimal, not because they couldn't add more, but because they refused to. Lumen is a study in restraint, in precision, in what happens when you remove all noise and leave only purpose. From the front, the vehicle is defined by a single uninterrupted arc, a fluid gesture from fender to fender. There's no grille, no aggressive vents, just an elegant band of adaptive LED light that curves across the nose like a horizon line. It adapts to time of day, traffic density, and even your heart rate, shifting subtly from cool blues to warm ambers based on the driver's physiological state. The lower front valence is sculpted with active aero veins that retract and deploy not for drama, but for real-world efficiency. You won't hear them move. You might not even notice. But when you're gliding at 120 kilometers per hour and the drag coefficient drops to 0.19, you'll feel it in the way Lumen breathes through air like it was born to. From the side, the silhouette is impossibly clean. No creases, no abrupt changes. The flush door handles aren't just hidden, they don't even exist. The doors unlock when you approach and open when you raise your hand slightly toward the surface. It reads proximity, posture, even intention. The glasshouse is expansive, a continuous, tinted loop of UV-treated nanoglass with self-cleaning properties and 99.7% solar rejection. The pillars? Invisible. They're embedded into the curvature, reinforced with graphene polymer threads that are stronger than steel, yet completely transparent. The wheels, 21-inch diamond-cut turbines, are partially enclosed within fluidic fenders that direct airflow across the brakes and undercarriage. Each wheel contains kinetic energy absorbers that store microvibrations and convert them into usable energy for cabin systems. The road doesn't just pass under you, it powers you. Move to the rear, and the Lumen whispers its final design statement. There are no visible exhausts, no tailpipes, just a pure taper ending in a floating rear diffuser made of aerogel and carbon weave, nearly weightless, yet capable of reducing rear-end lift by 80%. The taillights are a single unbroken ring, a pulse of light that contracts when braking and dilates on acceleration. Not just illumination, but information. And in the center, the seat insignia. Not in chrome, not raised, but subtly embedded beneath the surface, glowing from within, like an ember beneath ice. Inside the cabin, the Lumen sheds all traces of traditional layout. No center console, no instrument cluster. Instead, there's space, a flowing lounge architecture that prioritizes human presence over machine logic. The dashboard is a floating shelf of matte oak composite, sustainably harvested and infused with tactile response nodes. Tap once, and you summon climate. Tap twice, and it transforms into your interface. There is no screen in the usual sense. Information is projected as needed onto the inner glass: speed, range, media, navigation, all only when you request them, via voice, eye movement, or simple gesture. You're never overwhelmed, only informed. The seats are sculpted from memory foam infused with air channels and phase-changing materials. Warm in winter, cool in summer, and always supportive. Reclining is automatic based on fatigue metrics. Yes, the Lumen knows when you're tired. It senses your blink rate, your posture, your micro-adjustments. And if you want silence, you get absolute silence. Acoustic nullification in the cabin uses phase-canceling audio tech to erase external frequencies. Close the doors, and it's as if the world mutes itself. Or switch to resonance mode, and the car becomes a concert chamber, every note perfectly shaped to the contours of the interior space. Under the skin, the SEAT Lumen is powered by a dual-motor, all-wheel drive electric platform producing 500 horsepower. But horsepower is no longer the point. What matters is balance. Grace. The Lumen delivers 0 to 100 in 4.3 seconds, but never jerks or shoves. It flows. It's not about performance metrics. It's about feeling in control without ever needing to prove it. Range? Over 700 kilometers on a full charge, thanks to a solid-state battery matrix cooled by organic thermal gel. Charging to 80% takes just 14 minutes at a 350 kilowatt station. But again, Lumen doesn't ask you to rush. It's a car that values your time and gives it back to you. Driving the Lumen feels like meditating at speed. The steering is drive-by-wire, no mechanical linkage. But it still has weight. It still tells you what the tires are doing. Only it does so in whispers, not shouts. You don't grip the wheel. You guide it, and the car responds with a precision that borders on intuition. Even braking is new. No sudden grabs. Just smooth deceleration curves calculated by your driving style. You never stop suddenly. You arrive gently, confidently. Every detail of Lumen is designed not to impress others, but to dissolve the tension in you. It's the first car we've tested that reduces stress instead of creating it. And as you pull into a quiet street at night, with the body glowing faintly under moonlight, you understand the name. Lumen, a unit of light, a measure of clarity, a beacon in the haze of over-designed, over-marketed, over-complicated vehicles. Only 1,200 units of the SEAT Lumen will be produced worldwide, each built under natural light, each tested in silence, each embedded with your personal biometric profile to adapt across years, not just drives. If you believe the future of mobility isn't louder, but purer, then the Lumen isn't just your car. It's your statement. Subscribe now and get ready, because up next, we're diving into something sharper, stranger, and totally unexpected. The Skoda Edge Quantum is waiting. And trust us, the Edge is only the beginning.